Assalamualaikum, hello guys, back again with me Pramutya Galuh Gayatri with NPM 234111164. In my third video, the material this time is consumer surplus and producer surplus. The first topic is what are consumer surplus and producer surplus? Consumer surplus and producer surplus are economic terms used to define market wellness by studying the relationship between the consumer and suppliers. They explain the opportunity consumer forego to gain a marginal benefit for buying a good or service. To the producer, it is the willingness and ability to produce an extra unit of a product based on the marginal cost and producing more goods. Okay, here's a summary. First, consumer surplus and producer surplus are economic terms used to define market wellness by studying the relationship between the consumer and suppliers. 2. The consumer surplus refers to the difference between what a consumer is willing to pay and what they paid for a product. 3. The producer surplus is the difference between the market price and the lowest price a producer is willing to accept to produce a good. Okay, next topic is understanding consumer surplus and producer surplus. When discussing consumer and producer surplus, it's important to understand some basic concepts used by economics to explain the interrelationship. Consumer and producer surplus can be grabbed to display either a demand curve or marginal benefit curve, a supply curve or marginal cost curve. Consumer surplus refers to the monetary gain enjoyed when a purchaser buys a product for less than what they normally would be willing to pay. Each corresponding product unit price along the supply curve is known as the marginal cost. On the other hand, the producer surplus is the price difference between the lowest cost to supply the market versus the actual price consumers are willing to pay. The price of a product unit along the supply curve is known as the marginal cost. When graphing consumer surplus, the area above every extra unit of consumption is referred to as the total consumer surplus. Similarly, the area above the supply curve for every extra unit brought to the market is referred to as the total producer surplus. Next, understanding consumer surplus. To fully conceptualize consumer surplus, take an example of a demand curve of chocolates plotted on a graph. The unit price is plotted on the x-side and the actual chocolate units of demand per day on the x-unit. The graphs below show the consumer surplus when consumer purchases 2 units of chocolates. In the graph above, the corresponding unit price is $14 each. It is the market price the consumer are able and willing to purchase a bar of chocolate. Since the demand curve is linear, the shape formatted between 0 unit to 2 and below the demand curve is triangular. Therefore, the ordinary formula for finding an area of a triangle is used. The unit items cancel out to leave the result expressed in monetary form. Total consumer surplus formula, where Qn is quantity of demand or supply either at equilibrium or the willing purchasing or selling price. Sigma P is the difference between the price at equilibrium or at the purchasing or selling point and the price. Calculating the total consumer surplus. In summation, the market saved $3 for the same unit it could purchase for $14. Okay, next, understanding producer surplus. Using the same sample with all the X and Y numbers, the producer surplus is calculated using the same formula below in the graph for the illustration. Calculating the total producer surplus. The producer surplus got at 2 unit is $4 or $6 mean $2. It means that the suppliers will forego $4 per unit for producing 2 units. Total surplus. In the previous sample, total consumer surplus was $3 and the total producer surplus $4. Respectively, the total surplus therefore will be $7. $3 plus $4 below is the formula. Total surplus means consumer surplus plus producer surplus. In the above sample, the total surplus does not depict the equilibrium. There is a dead weight to sheet off. Suppliers' overheads are higher for producing 2 units. Similarly, the consumer is getting less than what the market can offer. As a result, to achieve a stable market, the producer must increase the production to reduce the dead weight and attain the equilibrium. At the equilibrium, the consumers will enjoy the highest marginal utility, and suppliers will maximum profit. Thank you for those who have watched my video. Sorry if there are still many shortcomings in the delivery of discussion of the material because I'm still learning. I'll end it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.